Hi guys, Jay here from Profound Sound. So today, as I had posted up, we have the new Alpine 12-channel processor in the PXE0805S. Let's get it unboxed and have a look what's in here. So today is going to be just a really quick overview of what it is, what it's got, and its functionality. Then I'm actually going to be doing a more detailed look into it, into the software, into the functionality and what it actually does and what it can do for you. But for now, let's get it unboxed and see what's in here. So these are only a fairly recent release. They have been out in the States for probably about 6 or 8 months now, but still pretty new for us. So, of course, manual. Now that is going to be our USB cable and our remote plug-in for our DRC or our remote control. Now this one, which is a little bit different to most processors, we've actually got a male-to-male type A to type A. So what that means is on the actual processor itself, we're going to have a female type A input, and that's going to obviously give us our tuning for the laptop. And then obviously, like I said, on that one end, we have our little 4-pin plug, which is going to be for our remote control. So put that aside. What's next? All right, so we've got 2 little boxes in here. So one labeled harnesses, which is going to be harnesses, no doubt. So we'll have a couple of different harnesses here. So one of the cool things about this processor is the fact that yes, it is a 12-channel processor, but it is also an 8-channel amplifier at the same time. So what that means is for a lot of late model cars where you don't really want to change all of the factory speakers around, you can actually run most of the speakers off this amplifier. It is only a 25 RMS output on 8 of those channels, but that 25 RMS output is generally going to be enough for a lot of standard speakers and factory installed stuff. So the bonus then is that you have 4 processed channels that are going to be controlled by the DSP software that you can then add to that factory system. So if you've got, for example, your big system, you want to do a nice set of front speakers and a new sub in there, you can do that, run them off separate amplifiers so you've got more power than what this one's going to do, and get a really nice system going. So our next box is Bluetooth module and rotary commander. So this has Bluetooth, not only just for streaming, but this is for the app control. So you actually have an Alpine app which goes on your phone and you can control all of the tuning from your phone. Now, and it is actually a fully fledged tuning software as well. So basically everything that you can do on the laptop software, you can do in the phone software. So that is actually a very cool function. I do know there are quite a few processors out there, but once you actually go to the phone software, it limits the amount of tunability that you've actually got with the processor. So that is a very cool function. Next will be our rotary commander. Now these are actually quite cute. Ooh, that's nice. So nice and simple. Nice notchy volume control, I like that. Nice and clean little unit. Now, to the main show. Whoa. There it is. Nice and clean. We have all of our output here. So obviously your 12-channel output to run out to amplifiers. And here's your speaker outputs, which we are going to use these ones here. And they're going to be your speaker outputs for the internal amplifier. Then on the other end, we have all our input stage. So USB for control, the Bluetooth control plug, optical input. Yes, it does have optical input and coaxial digital input, which is quite nice. You have 6 RCA low-level inputs and then also 6 high-level inputs. So our 6 high-level inputs will run over this harness here. So pretty standard speaker color wiring, white, grey, green, purple, and then pink and orange, which are our 5th and 6th channel inputs. Also have a switch here, which is going to be so that you can do a high-level input audio trigger. Great for late model cars where you don't want to change the head unit. And there's our processor. Alright, so here we are, PXE DSP app. So this is our software for the processor. Here's our main screen. We've got our main 6 presets like all Alpine processors normally do, which is nice. So up in the top corner here, that's our source select. Then from here, we can go to delay. So there's a TA for all channels. So if I now just click on one of these, obviously that gives you your slider, and you can just slide that to whereabouts you want your delay, and obviously you can manually do it as well. You can also go through and change it from centimeters or inch, a time delay, which is kind of nice. So from there, we'll move to our output screen. Now this is obviously where you do all your crossovers and slopes. So we can cycle through all of our channels up the top here. So as you can tell, then that is our frequency slider. And you can then just adjust that to whatever frequency you want. And then again, slopes. So there's our slope menu. We can select whatever slope we want. And then down here is your actual channel select. So you can go through and null all of these out and reselect them if you want to, which is quite nice. So from here, we'll go to our EQ menu. Now, again, like I was saying before, this EQ menu is separate for every channel. Now, as you can tell, you can only see 6 sliders here, but this scrolls across and across and across. So we have our 31 band EQ for every single channel. So if I go through and we'll do a little bit of a whoopsie-doo down here. Now I'll go up to channel 2, and so we can do that again. Something like this, and do a dip in the middle of it, and we move through our channels. So now, where are we? We're in the 1K range, so I'll find 1 kilohertz, and it's there, and we can start boosting this one or bringing that down. So that's our EQ stage. Pretty straightforward, nice and easy. And then you've got your EQ mode down here, so we can switch from parametric to graphic, and the same thing again. So, and then you've got your adjustable cues and everything there as well, and also a disable, so you can just switch the EQ off while you're tuning and testing, and obviously a reset as well, so we can just reset all of it back to flat. Now, next menu over here is our mixing. So this is where we're going to do our channel summing, all of your input levels, and this will also do all of your inputs. So as you can see, we've got all of our auxiliaries here, we've got our coaxial input, and also our Bluetooth input as well. So all of this can be separately adjusted. And so when you're doing our high level input style, obviously you can adjust all of your level inputs. So if you've got, for example, your factory tweeter input, mid-range input, mid-bass input, you can then adjust all your level inputs so that you can equalize that out with an RTA and make sure that you've got a nice clean flat signal when you're actually moving into tuning the rest of the system. So that is the basics of this app. So like I was saying before as well, there's obviously a main PC app as well, but all of the functionality that you have in the PC app is the same as the functionality that you have on the phone app. So that is quite nice. It's just a nice simple GUI, which makes it easy to get around. So that's that one there. Kind of cool. Now on top of that as well, we can obviously link channels. So if we go to here and I push link, we can copy that from left to right. I know it's not online at the moment, but you'll see down the bottom here, now it says channel 1 and 2 is linked. So that means now whatever crossover point I change here, so I say I set it to there, and I'll go to channel 2, we've now got that same crossover linked. And again, you can then do that all the way through. So as you can see, all of those channels were all linked together. But again, we get to channel 11 and 12, and they're now separate. In the app, they actually set it so that you do a center channel and a sub on channel 12. But again, that can all be changed and adjusted depending on the system and the car that it's going into. So it's very user friendly, quite nice. I like it a lot. Alright, so some of our main specs and features we've got here is obviously, like I said, that 31 band EQ that runs over all 12 channels, separate crossovers and bandpass on every channel, separate time alignment on every channel, phase adjustment on every channel. Now also you can do summing, so that means that if you've got a factory system with you know, an upgraded system with active speakers, then that always means you can add all of that together and run any aftermarket style system with this. So fantastic for late model cars. 7.5 volt outputs on the RCAs. This particular one already has a purpose. It's going to be going into a particular yellow vehicle that is quite loud. A few guys might know about it. So can't wait to see it in there and see how it goes. Alright, so that's my quick little overview and unbox of the new Alpine PXE processor. Quite a nice little bit of kit. Like I said, very interested to get this thing into the car and actually see how it goes once it's installed. So thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any questions or inquiries about it, hit us up at Profound Sound or give me a message and I can try and help out as much as I can. So thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.